14 nations, including the United Kingdom, the United States, Germany, and France, have come forward with a serious accusation that Iran's intelligence services are orchestrating a global campaign of assassinations, abductions, and intimidation right inside Europe and North America. This coordinated statement was issued on Thursday. It accuses Tehran of violating the sovereignty of multiple nations through covert operations designed to silence critics, dissidents, and opposition voices living abroad. According to the UK and its allies, Iran's intelligence network is expanding and becoming more aggressive, and it's now allegedly working in tandem with organized criminal groups. British intelligence has traced at least 15 assassination or abduction plots in the UK since 2022 to operatives tied to Tehran. In response, the UK introduced tougher legal frameworks. Any Iranian political activity on British soil must now be formally registered, a direct countermeasure to what officials call escalating aggression. In May, 7 Iranians were arrested by British police in connection to national security threats. Iran's foreign ministry condemned the move as suspicious and unwarranted. Across Europe, similar alarms are sounding. Dutch authorities say they thwarted a 2024 assassination attempt on an Iranian dissident living in the Netherlands. One of the suspects allegedly has ties to the shooting of Spanish politician Vidal-Quadras, a prominent supporter of the Iranian opposition. Across the Atlantic, the United States has also brought criminal charges linked to these international plots. The Department of Justice charged 3 European-based gang members and later a senior Iranian official in a conspiracy to assassinate an Iranian-American journalist on American soil. 2 of the accused were convicted while the third pled guilty. Prosecutors argue they were operating on behalf of Tehran. Iran has denied all charges, dismissing them as baseless. This new surge of covert action comes against the backdrop of wider geopolitical strain. Iran's nuclear program remains a flashpoint. After Israel conducted airstrikes on Iranian targets in June, tensions escalated. A 12-day exchange of retaliatory strikes followed, including U.S. attacks on suspected Iranian nuclear sites. Last week, Iranian officials met with diplomats from the UK, Germany, and France in Istanbul. The talks were described as frank, but no breakthroughs were announced. While Israel insists Iran is secretly developing nuclear weapons, Tehran continues to claim its program is strictly for civilian energy use. And notably, U.S. intelligence agencies assessed earlier this year that Iran is not actively building a nuclear bomb, a direct contradiction to President Donald Trump's public statements that Iran was on the verge of nuclear capability. What's at stake is not just national security, but the integrity of global diplomatic norms. The idea that one nation can send hit squads across borders to silence opposition has alarmed leaders across the West. The joint statement urges Iran to halt these activities immediately and warns of further consequences if such operations continue. The world is watching closely. As diplomatic channels remain fragile and nuclear tensions grow, the West and Iran appear to be headed toward a deeper standoff, one that's no longer just political, but increasingly covert, confrontational, and personal.